Hi guys, I'm so excited for our second video. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a fan favorite. These are our gluten-free banana chocolate chip muffins. They're amazing. I think you'll love them. A lot of people ask me for this recipe all the time. So I posted the actual recipe because for baking you do have to follow pretty exact measurements. So I already put that in so you guys can look. It's right below this video. So you can look at that while you're baking. That can give you the ingredient list and you can bake along with me or you can bake later. Okay, so first I'm going to start my mixer and I'm gonna add my butter, okay? So you want to add a half a cup of butter, 1 stick. Then next you add a cup of sugar. And you wanna level it off or shake it so that you get a full cup, but not more than a cup, okay? So you're gonna add that in, just like that. And then we're gonna put away our sugar. Next, you're gonna add 3 eggs. I know it sounds like a lot, but in muffins, it'll help hold your consistency and make it really perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna churn up my sugar and butter, because you wanna cream that pretty well. And then once that is creamed, you're gonna add 1 egg at a time, okay? Doesn't sound like it's important, but for some reason, baking, it's exact. So the chemistry in baking, you have to follow the recipe, okay? A little bit harder than a little of this, a little of that. But I love it, it's so much fun for me. My kids love it. And I think you guys will love it too. Okay, so let that cream, and then once it's good and creamed, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Sometimes you might need to scrape the bottom of the pan if your sugar kind of sticks to that with the butter, but you might not need to depending on your mixer. Okay, then we're gonna turn it down. Then we're gonna turn it down and add 1 egg at a time. After we add our eggs, we're gonna get our either sour cream or cream cheese. I personally like sour cream, but if you don't have it, or you like cream cheese better in your muffins, you can add that too, that's perfectly fine. So we're gonna get a half of a cup of our sour cream, and I'm just gonna take a half a cup of my flour for later and put that away so that I can use the same cup measure. Okay, next we're gonna add our sour cream, and you know what? I really like these savor bags for the sour cream because they stay pretty well. They don't get funny after a day or 2 in the fridge for your sour cream. So I add in my sour cream and let that mix together. Then I'm gonna add my vanilla. So for the vanilla, it calls for a tablespoon. So I always add a little more than it asks for with vanilla, so I pour it right over, and if it squirts over a little bit, that's fine. If you have vanilla bean paste, that's even better, or an actual vanilla bean is really yummy. Then you would just add equal parts. So if it asks for, you could use that in any recipe. So if it asks for 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, you can use a tablespoon of vanilla bean also instead. Okay, perfect. That smells amazing already, guys. All right, so next, baking soda, baking powder, and flour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a separate little container and I'm gonna do 1 cup of flour, 1.5 cups of flour. You can use any kind of flour. For this recipe, for all of my muffins, I really, really love the gluten-free flour. So this is cup for cup gluten-free flour. I use it in most of my recipes actually. You can substitute just like you would regular flour for gluten-free. It's amazing. You would never know it was gluten-free. And they stay better. So they stay like a day or two longer than regular flour for some reason. So I really like it. Okay, next, baking soda and baking powder. So we're gonna add that right to our flour mixture. Baking soda, now baking powder. Then we're gonna give that a little stir, and then we're gonna slowly add it in to our butter and egg mixture, okay? So just give that a little mix. Okay, and then we're gonna pour it right in to our butter mixture. Probably turn that down a little bit. Okay. Now the fun part, I'm gonna add in my bananas. I'm using frozen bananas. You can use frozen and let them thaw like I did, or you can use fresh, whatever you want. But the frozen bananas are nice. The frozen bananas are nice to use. It gives them a nice moist batter. And I just like them better for some reason. But you can use any kind of bananas. All right. And then while that's mixing, I'm gonna run and grab the chocolate chips. And then we're gonna pop them into our muffin tins, and then we're gonna bake them, okay? Okay, so I got my little helper. Our bananas are in, and the batter is looking amazing. Now we're gonna add in our chocolate chips. You're gonna help me pour, ready? Pour it with me, ready? Pour. We're gonna do a cup of chocolate chips, but you're welcome to add as many or as little as you want. You don't have to add any. Sometimes people like nuts instead. But we had nut allergies in our family, so you'll rarely see me do things with nuts. But if you like nuts instead, be my guest, add those in. All right, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. And then I'm gonna turn it off and let you guys see. All right, so that's our batter, looking yummy. Let's turn it on so you guys can see. Looking good. Okay, next I'm gonna add it into the muffin tins. So, all right, Lucy, ready? Let's show them how we add it into our muffin tins, okay? We take an ice cream scooper so that they're even. We take an we're gonna take an ice cream scooper so they're even, and then we're gonna pop them in. All right? Okay.
Mom, can I?
You wanna help?
Can I?
All right, I'm just gonna show them really quick how we do it, and then they're gonna do their own, and we're gonna do our own.
Can I lick that?
No, honey,
Why?
because it has eggs and stuff in it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're
Can
gonna
I
do
have a little bit of this in a...
one just like that.
Mom,
Yep.
can I have a little of these in a bowl? The chocolate chips.
And then we're gonna bake for 15 to 18 minutes. And then I'll check them and show them to you guys once they're finished. I always put, my little secret is I put a pan of water in the bottom and let that heat up with the oven. The oven is heated to 350.
Mama.
And the pan of water helps
Mom.
create moisture in the oven. One second,
have
Lucy.
this much
And keeps them really moist and delicious.
Can I have these?
Chocolate chips? Sure. Don't eat too many, you'll get a bellyache, okay?
Okay. Can I have some too?
A couple, yeah. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to throw them in the oven. And then I will show you the finished product. Hey guys, so my timer's going off. You know what that means. My muffins are ready. I cannot wait for you guys to see what they look like when they're done. So just out of the oven. My banana chocolate chip muffins, gluten-free. They're delicious. I can't wait for you guys to try some. So go make them. Enjoy.